Hi there, I hope everybody is doing well. I'm going to be using the Oracle of the Hidden Worlds deck. This was a gift that I received from Claire a while ago. And you guys know that I only use decks that I'm guided to use when I'm doing readings. So as I sat down to film this, Spirit was like, go. Kindred spirits, spirit companions, guides, and comfort. Something tells me you're going to start attracting in via vibration, via natural vibration too. Your soul tribe. This is also what it feels like your spiritual team too. It's number 23. 2 plus 3 is 5. So a lot of you are actually getting confirmation that your spirit guides or your angels or your spiritual team, however you want to look at it, is around you. You're getting a lot of signs and synchronicities. Returning home. Transition, life between lifetimes, loving welcome. Some of you are like, this is clearly, I feel immediately, people who have passed. Today she's a little covered up. See my spiritual team? No? That have passed? That's what I mean. So like my grandparents. For some of you, it's an aunt and uncle. It's a mother or father. So this is a spiritual team that I feel like is coming to the surface to make themselves known or give you undeniable messages or signs. But they have already transitioned or passed over, okay? Now, the returning home thing, number 44. Some of you guys have felt super lost and incomplete in this lifetime. Not like in the sense of like, oh, I'm nobody with nobody. I'm nobody if I'm with nobody. It's, I still feel complete and whatever, but that part inside of you that you feel only a particular person might be able to fill. Does that make sense? Feels like this energy is working its way to you. One more. Cards are a little big for my hands, so I have a hard time shuffling them. I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna grab one. The path of the gods. Decisions, meetings, and future plans. Wow. Number 2. All right. When we depart this life, we will all be greeted with love, light, blessings, and joy on the other side. I can let go knowing that those I love will be cared for and joyous in the reunion that awaits them. This is something that a lot of people right now are still purging. They're purging the loss of a loved one, right? And right now during this pandemic, we're experiencing a lot of loss. And, you know, for some of us during this pandemic, we're still purging the energies or feelings of, you know, when we have lost loved ones from before this. It's kind of like them letting you know, listen, we will reunite for sure. This is just temporary. I feel like they're going to come to the surface though and make themselves known because it's important in this next leg of the race for you. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Take it all as it resonates, and remember, if it's, you know, because it's general, you're going to take parts of it that resonate and some other parts are not going to resonate. So just go with that, okay? It's this whole thing about, I'm sorry, I forgot to read the path of the gods. It's this whole thing about your team coming. They're coming because it's time to go. It's time to step forward. Walking my path is a divine opportunity to create change in the world. I just want to get a little glimpse of this. Now you are in the process of deciding whether you will move ahead with a new venture or project, one which you will see enter into a closer relationship with another person. This connection will be easeful and good and blessed by the gods who watch over such things. A little divine intervention has come your way, and the creative process will be driven by moments of sheer inspiration, where ideas born in the underworlds will come to you for their transition into reality. A lot of reunions are happening, right? What are we going to do next? Okay, here we go. I haven't worn this shirt in a minute. It's a shirt, I have a pink one just like this too. Got it from Alicia D. Michelle Boutique. You know, the Tower is okay, Spirit. Just as that happened and everything kind of just chaotically laid itself out and chaotically set it up for you, that's how it happens. It's sort of chaotic, but all the pieces just kind of sudden divine intervention, sudden ending, sudden new beginnings. Some people, again, we keep saying this over and over and over, this is the end of a relationship. Quarantine is not bringing out the best in everybody, honey. It's just not. It's not bringing out the best in everyone. Quarantine is kind of bringing to the surface for some people the fact that this is definitely not my person at all. For some, it could be a Scorpio. You have death. That is a whole rebirth. It's a transformation. It's the end of something and then something new begins. Very much so. These two energies are kind of like one and the same. You know, the Tower comes to destroy. It ends, right? Death. And then new can begin. Seven of Wands is also upright, so we're blocking something. What are we blocking or on guard? Oh my Lord Jesus. Wow. Look at this. Someone here is blocking things from moving forward or allowing new things to manifest because of this energy. Three of Swords could have been heartbreak in the past, could have been even third party or cheating or unrequited love. See the Four of Cups? This could be dissatisfaction. Somebody here could have been in a situation in the past where it wasn't requited. It was unrequited. It wasn't reciprocated. It was one-sided. It was you chasing and they were running. It was a shit show, basically. And somebody here is like, I'm not about to be in no damn shit show again. But is it a shit show? This? I don't know. For some of you, it feels like it's not a shit show. And that's just kind of like part of your lesson, figuring out what is a shit show and what's not. This is discernment. Oh, you've learned your lesson, show us. That's kind of what, the universe says. Everything is by vibration, energy, frequency. You've learned your lesson, show me. Show me what's your vibration then. When I send people in there that you cross paths with that are not great people or that are red flags, do you know what a red flag looks like? Or do you scream, I know what a red flag is, but then you still keep entertaining them? Someone's blocking because of, it's almost like a nervousness. But it also has to do with this. Somebody here could be getting out of a very long-term committed relationship. It could be very sudden. This person could be married. They could have children. Or it's somebody they've been with for a really long time. They own a house together. They live together. They have dogs together. They have animals together. Businesses together. They have this foundation that appeared to be strong, but it wasn't. It wasn't. That's the divine intervention happening too with these sudden breakups. Not so sudden. Seems like it's, the pandemic that's kind of causing that, but the pandemic is only showing people that this is how you would have to live if you chose to live with that person for the rest of your life. Or this is what would happen if you choose to work this job for the rest of your life, or whatever, right? It's only showing you what you chose under circumstances of which are stressful. Did you choose the right partner to go to war with? You have your karma and magician. I love that. Look at this karma card. It's like they're hailing to the eclipse. Honoring. Soaking in. Celebrating. You know, eclipses are about eclipsing things out, right? But they're also a time period where the energy around eclipses is just magical and super powerful. Last night, Venus joined the Seven Sisters, made it 8. Something is very symbolic about that. You know, for like the longest time, if you guys have followed me long enough, you know that my guides have always told me, Missy, look up, look up, look up, look up, look up, look up. It's just always this thing like, what the fuck you want me to look at? I don't know what you're talking about. What? And, you know, remember recently I was doing, I think it's the Light Seers deck, where the 3 of Cups is the 3 girls, and then they're all looking up like this, and they're looking at a constellation, and I talked about that. I talked about it in one of those readings like a couple weeks ago, how a constellation or something above was going to be really symbolic. And little did I know, whoop, there it is. 7 Sisters, Pleiades, Lemuria, starseedy things. You guys know I don't channel that way. I've always pushed it away. And all of a sudden, in maybe the past week and a half, Spirit has really been trying to push it on me and go, you better get up to date. And I'm like, ugh. So that is going to be resonating with some people really heavy or not at all. And that's okay, what resonates and what doesn't. That's what makes us great. This is like Baskin and Robbins, 31 flavors, honey, okay? You have karma, which is looking up at something. Karma is, this is XX, which is 20. This is the judgment card. It's a resurrection, but it's more of a reunion, and it's a manifested reunion because it's with the magician. It's almost like somebody spoke it into existence. You want to know what's even funnier too? Last night when it was all happening, right, when Venus joined the Seven Sisters and she was in Pleiades and whatever, I was watching Top Chef with my daughter. I almost forgot about it. Spirit wanted me to not investigate it and go out there and light my candles. I could feel it. Because I told myself, I said, oh, I'm going to go outside on my lanai, you know, and go and see what I can see and go whatever. It's almost like they purposely just let it manifest without me intervening, if that makes any sense. And of course, after the fact, I thought about it like at midnight last night, Hawaii time. I was like, oh shit, I didn't get to go and blah, blah, blah. And I felt Spirit go, you don't need to do nothing, but be open and receptive. Let us do our thing. Divine intervention. Let the pieces fall where they may. And I went, oh, excuse me. I'm gonna ruin it if I get my hands on things too much. We ask, believe, and receive. So when we've already asked, we got to get our hands out of the mix. It's too many cooks in the kitchen, as they would say, right? Too many hands in the pot. It's too much. I've already put out into the universe what I want to manifest. I've already put that out there. Now I've just got to be open to it, but I've also got to be the vibration of it, because like attracts like. And it's like, they're like, let us do our thing. So there was this astronomical thing happening above, right? It really is astronomical, and it's astrological, and it's curious what that did. Returning home. It's this time period right now of where we got to be open to whatever. Because look at the state of where we're at right now. I mean, we are like basically living every day like we're in a damn alternate universe. And not a good alternate universe either, in a sense. I mean, the end result of this is going to be good because, you know, we're raising the vibration, and right now we're all pulling together, and it's very age of Aquarius. Humanitarians, philanthropy is happening at record speeds, right? We're all in this together. But it's like, are we in an alternate universe of which it's like a shit show? No. Something tells me things are always meant to happen the way they are, even though it feels like the tower is not pleasant, it's not great always, but it's divine intervention. Holy shit. The Emperor and the Two of Cups came out together. So this could be an Aries, first of all, with children. I talked about that here, that somebody could be in a relationship, married, or in a relationship with children. Even if they don't have children, they're in some kind of a long-term committed relationship, but this person feels like he has kids. The Emperor is a father figure. The Emperor is somebody who has responsibilities and obligations. Could already be in a partnership. I joke that that's Dave from accounting. That, you know, when you worked with Dave in accounting, you would have never guessed that Dave from accounting felt some type of way about you because he always did the right thing. He didn't try and have an affair. He was married. And so he respected that his wife and him, and he never attempted anything with anyone because it's not the right thing to do, and Dave always does the right thing. Now that they're in quarantine, he'd be looking at his wife every day going, oh my God, this ain't it. And then he somehow thinks about you and goes, oh my God, why am I thinking about her? I don't like her. I don't even know her. But some kind of a weird thing is happening where like our vibrations are almost like calling out to people. That's how come for some of you in quarantine, you're going to find that you are like getting even closer to your current partner, or it's going to be the complete opposite. Honey, there is not going to be no medium. There just isn't. There's not going to be no middle ground. It's going to be after quarantine, you're going to know. Yes, no. There is no in between here. This Two of Cups here is saying this guy is longing for something else. See how he's sitting in this chair and he's kind of looking off into the distance. It's as if he's like, it's got that kind of an energy. He's not feeling it. He's longing for something that he doesn't have. The Emperor has fallen. You guys have seen all of those readings? If not, go and look them up, my old ones. The Emperor is this energy of a person who could be like Kang Dang-a-lang. He could be a business owner. He's the head honcho. He's, you know, the shot caller in whatever it is that he does. He is responsible. The Emperor doesn't always make hasty moves. He's very strategic and he thinks about things. And especially if you're talking about somebody who's high-vibed and who's a really good person, if they're in a current relationship that they're going, oh, this is not it, and it's this sudden epiphany for them, they're not just going to like cheat on their spouse. They're just not going to do that. And I, as a high vibrational person, I don't want that. That's gross to me. Don't just abandon your responsibilities to be with me. That's selfishness. I don't want to be nobody selfish. That's not what he would do. Now, I talked about this on my live on Instagram, xi_Missy_xi. I think I channeled a little bit of this yesterday. This is not to be mistaken for those of you that have been strung along for 6, 7, 8, 9 months, years, weeks, however long it's been, and this dude is not going to leave his partner, or she will not leave her partner, and you're being strung along. That's not it. This person had this sudden epiphany during this pandemic, this year. They have always kind of felt a little like maybe love has fizzled, or this job, I'm not feeling this job anymore. It's had that factor for a minute, or from last year. But the actual ding during the pandemic this year, for sure. He's not happy where he's at. Something flipped here. Let me see if I want to take it. No, I do not. It was the Knight of Swords. I just don't feel it. All right, Spirit, tell us what we need to know. Holy shit, the King of Wands. I don't know if you can see it, but he almost looks like he is smirking. He's like... He looks... when he's looking at his current partner, when he looks at you, you tickle his pickle. You jingle his bells. King of Wands, I like to call Kang Dangalang, because he is all that in a bag of chips. He makes moves. This is when this person would make a move. But in the meantime, let him do the right thing. Everything manages to work itself out organically if we let it. This is not to be confused with the person that is stringing you along. That is a low vibrational person that's never going to leave their spouse, that doesn't want to leave their spouse, or that is just not at the right vibration to be brave and courageous and leave their spouse. No. This is a person that goes, oh my God. And it's a very sudden thing too with the Tower. Yeah, it's like that. And something happens that completely transforms them too with the Death card. So it's the fact of like, it's something like that. You would know too. We have the Hanged Man, nothingness, stall, stalemate, pause, and then ding, there's that change of perspective. The Queen of Cups. He's worried. You're going to give your cup away. The Chariot. Now he comes forward. See, it landed on the Hanged Man. So nothing's happening. Change of perspective. And then, boom. Moving forward, rushing forward. This could also be Cancerian energy. I saw it on the bottom of the deck. I literally just did now. And then shuffling, there it is. The Ace of Cups. It fell on top of Kang Danglang over here. He's in love. He can't take his eyes off you. He's mesmerized. Why am I thinking about her? I remember how it's like weird, like they're remembering little things if they've known you in the past, right? If it's a brand new person, they're like looking at you with like a whole new set of eyes, like it's like you're Greek to them, meaning in the aspect of like it's this foreign to them, like wow, they've never encountered somebody that like you, or like the feelings that you make them feel, they're just like, what the fuck is that? What is that? Probably like really different too. Maybe Dave is stuffy and his wife is really basic and stuffy. And then you're like crazy and like eccentric and like unique or some shit, right? But then like that's what like this is what puts him in this kind of an energy where he's just sitting there like you are just like fascinating. He's fascinated. And realizes it's not just a fascination. I'm in love. There's something here. There's a feeling. And I know that this feeling is different because when I look at her, I feel this way. And when I look at her, I feel this way. Could it sometimes be only sexual and chemistry and physical? Yes. But that's not what I feel because this came out on top of it. And you have the Two of Cups here. Now, this is love. It's not just sex. See, if the Knight of Wands fell on top of him, I would go, ooh, it's kind of impulsive. It comes in really quick. No. The Ace of Cups coming up on it, no. He feels it. It's emotional. He feels that pull to you. Could this be love? Could you be loved? Temperance, Sagittarius energy. Oh, this is total divine intervention. Look at her hands. She's holding two chalices, if you can see that. See these two chalices? It's like a divine intervention. We talked about that in the beginning of this. It was like this, your spiritual team or something. They're behind this somehow, or pulling the strings, or kind of getting you guys to come together somehow. The 8 of Wands, 9 of Swords. So somebody here is worried about how this is going to even manifest. Like, how do I communicate? Because I told you, this person does the right thing. They wouldn't be the type of person that would like sneakily talk to you behind their wife's back. They just wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that. Fears with the 9 of Swords. Worries about how is this going to move forward? Like, what am I going to do? Can you get divorced during quarantine? Like, well, how are we going to be separated? Like, where are we going to go? Like, it's quarantine. They're like really worried about how this moves forward. They're also worried that how do I communicate, I think is probably like the most important thing right now. They're trying to figure out, how do I say it? How do I say I love you? I don't know. You're a stranger. It's like this energy of like, oh my God, they're going to say I'm nuts. Am I nuts? I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. I am. I'm nuts. I'm nuts. It's just quarantine. I'm having cabin fever. But is it cabin fever? Holy shit, the 3 of Cups. It's a reunion. 2 souls that are so meant to be. It's like you guys are tailor-made. The 8 of Cups. See, somebody's leaving somebody. It's done. The 8 of Cups, this job, this life, this partner, relationship, whatever it is, it's over. It's done. Finito. The cards just keep screaming it, that relationships will be very different. I just realized something. Look at the stars in the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. There's 8. Is that like when Venus joins the 7 stars and makes it 8? Holy shit balls. Something very big happened, as we know, with the Venus thing. And I will definitely try and channel it more along the way. But I almost feel like my guides are shielding me right now from a little bit of the power and the energy of it. Because I will harness it and conjure it and manifest. And I don't know if they necessarily want me putting my fingers in the cookie jar right now. Now, do they sometimes want me to get in there and do it my damn self? Absolutely. But there's something about right now where I feel like they're going, get her out of there, distract her. It's not ready yet. I'm all like, is it ready yet? They're all, no. It's like they won't let me in the kitchen. But that's just me personally. Some of you might relate to that too. I'm walking away. Oh my gosh, this was, okay. The Empress, this could be their baby mama, their wife, their girlfriend. Empress, mother energy. But it's like these two people are great together business-wise. It's like a business transaction. It's like a business partnership. They're great partners. They know each other in and out. But I don't feel like there's this sizzle. See, they're counterparts. Because I feel like they're father and mother, right? So it would be like, you guys have kids together. I don't feel it's like this anymore. That's what's gone. Now, this is not for everybody, okay? Remember, if you're being strung along, or if the guy's trying to play you, sneaky talking to you behind his wife's back, that's not it. I almost feel like, though, the universe is going to push one of you or make something happen where you guys have to communicate, where it's not like, hey, I like you. It could be something else very different that causes somebody to reach out. It's almost like they give you an excuse to reach out that has nothing to do with, hey, hi, how are you doing? I like you. Shit, the 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment. See, I told you as I'm talking about that, how like the universe just kind of like manifests a way for this to happen without it being weird or like sneaky. The 9 of Cups comes out, and the bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune. But in this card, it's the Wheel of the Year. When the wheel turns, this is all destined and fated, but it's also good luck. Told you, there's going to be some very sudden endings with jobs or careers, and a lot of people's, it's like you think it's impossible. Something's impossible, but it's not impossible. you have a little bit of luck and fate on your side, but it's also a huge portion of divine intervention. Like, you're gonna find that it's, you go, that was fucking impossible, there's no way that can happen. Remember, it's all about the impossible becomes reality. If you haven't watched that reading that I put out earlier part of this week. You deserve to be happy, but so does your partner that you're with. They also deserve to be happy. You're doing a disservice to someone, whether it's a partner romantically or a job or a business partner. If you're miserable and you're not giving 111% and giving your all, and you know that you're not giving your all, it's not fair for the other person. It's just not. Sometimes we forget about that. I think I'm being selfish by leaving, but you're also being selfish by staying, because you know damn well you don't love the person that way, or you don't love it there anymore. That's selfish. They deserve someone who wants to be there, who's just like would kill to have the opportunity to be there. And you know that. And it's almost like that's the ding, ding, like that enlightenment, that moment of, oh my God, like, if I really love them and I care about them, I'm not going to put them through this and go through this facade. For some, it's a facade. It's fake. Follow your heart. You deserve love, but so do they. Period. Period. I can't love you the way you deserve to be loved. Period. All right, guys, follow me on Instagram, xi_missy_xi. Thank you for all of your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions on YouTube. Thank you. And also, if you want to book a reading with me, please click on the link below, okay? I am still doing readings, but you need to make sure you know what you want first before you email me, okay? That way I know how much to invoice you for. And also, I want to thank everybody that has been donating money to me, because they've heard that I wanted to donate my own money out there to people that are in need, okay? And so yesterday I received so many brought me to tears of how many people donated, so that they're helping me in this cause. You know, I'm going to start my foundation, which I have absolutely procrastinated about. And what better time than now? I'm an Aquarian. That's my whole life mission, is being the humanitarian and philanthropist. And so it's almost like Spirit saying, go. So thank you to everybody. And if you would like to donate, of course, you can click on that donation button below. And everything that's coming into me as a donation, I am putting back out there. And I've already sent money to people that are in need. And I'm also looking for organizations or charities or anybody that you know that needs some help. I'm also looking for frontline essential workers, first responders that are on the front line, literally, and they have zero protective gear, masks, anything of that sort that they need. Please shoot me an email, okay? And let me know. And then, of course, I'm going to sort through some things and see where we can help and what we can do. We're all in this together. We got, right? So I'm so thankful that other people were on the same page with helping me with this, and I couldn't be any more grateful. And, you know, like I said, our soul tribes are really coming in together. So thank you guys so very much. And if you would like, you know, like I said, if you have any information on anything about charity work, foundations that you saw that people are needing things, please let me know. Or if you would like to donate supplies, PPE, personal protective equipment, you know, masks and things of that sort is what people really, really need right now, of course, right? And then money, of course, is going to people that just can't buy shit, all right? Until people start getting their stimulus, or even for those that can't get the stimulus at all. Anyways, I really appreciate you guys being patient with me and letting me go on and on and on. And I will see you guys later, okay? Love you.